Hello and welcome to Friday Night Magic here on StephenPlays. Today, we're fighting Avacyn again. For some reason. Last episode, I gotta admit, it was really cool. It was really well done. We controlled the crap out of Avacyn last week. It was super awesome. There was all these fun mechanics that allowed you to use Investigate and create clues. All these cards were comboing and working together. It was magnificent. It was beautiful, and I loved it. And then the story didn't have a very satisfying ending. I was like, huh, that's weird. And then it comes back to the main menu, and it's like, ta-da, there's a secret 6th level. So today we're taking on that secret 6th level. Avacyn's madness envelops Jace and Tamio, and the two are helpless under her thrall. The Archangel raises her spear, but the sudden crash of shattering glass turns their attention upward to Sorin Markov's arrival. The vampire planeswhacker... I'm leaving that in. The vampire planeswhacker casts his gaze in quiet fury to his beloved creation and guardian, the Archangel Avacyn. Oh, snap. So now we're going to be Jason Tamio versus Sorin and Avacyn. Wow. Things are about to get really screwed up. Oh, no, we play as Sorin. What? Okay, so we play as Sorin. This is awesome. This is suddenly, it's like, oh, you've been playing as Jace? Try something different. So now we're playing as Sorin versus Avacyn. And we're playing a black and white deck. All right, opponent plays first. We've got the Plains. Good enough. We've got the Forsaken Sanctuary. It enters the battlefield tapped, but we'll add either one to our mana pool. We've got the Child of the Night. It's a classic 2/1 lifelink vampire. We've got a Malakir Coldblade, which is a 1/1 vampire warrior. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, Malakir Coldblade gets a 1/1 counter. We've also got a Sengir Vampire, a 4/4 flyer. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Sengir Vampire this turn dies, put a 1/1 counter on Sengir Vampire. We've also got Behind the Scenes, an enchantment. Creatures you control have Skulk, which means they can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. And you can pay 5 and have creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. And Survive the Night. Instant. Target creatures get +1 power and gains indestructible until end of turn. And also Investigate. This is a pretty good hand. We've got this, and yeah, we've got two cost creatures, which seems really good. We have access to both colors right off the bat. We can build into a 4/4 flyer for 5. We also have creatures you control have Skulk, which seems like a really useful ability. This is a great hand. Keep. Sorin Markov is here to kick butt and take names. Or more likely, suck blood. Scroll of Avacyn, we saw that last time. It's an artifact. Pay 1 and sacrifice it to draw a card. And if you control an angel, you get 5 life. So Sorin is pissed off at his creation, Avacyn. Apparently Sorin made Avacyn. So obviously we're going to play this first, because it comes in tapped, and we don't have any 1-drops anyway. Go ahead and end that, and go over to Avacyn. Avacyn's playing Evolving Wilds, probably cracking it immediately. Of course, going to get... What are you getting? You are getting... Okay, you're getting red. Now it's our turn. What do we draw? We drew Read the Bones. Sorcery for 3. Scry 2, and then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. To scry 2, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put any number of them on the bottom of your library, and the rest on top in any order. You lose 2 life, but honestly, being able to draw 2 cards is pretty friggin' nifty. So we're going to go ahead and put the... we can put the Plains in. And then we can do either Child of Night or Malakir Coldblade. I think that Child of Night makes the most sense, because there's no opposition right now, and we could start getting some lifelink damage in. At least, hopefully. Child of Night goes in. Gonna cross my fingers that Avacyn doesn't put anything in. That would be helpful. Okay, we've got a dual land. Oh, here it comes. Avacyn's Judgment. It's a sorcery. Avacyn's Judgment deals 2 damage, divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or players. If Avacyn's Judgment Madness cost was paid, it deals X damage, divided as you choose amongst those creatures and or players instead. Okay, so are you just trying to kill off my Child of Night and do 1 damage to me? Yes, you are. That seems really weird. Avacyn's Judgment seems like a really great card. It's kind of confusing why you used it right at the beginning, but it worked. because you pissed me off. We drew a Mortify. Destroy target creature and enchantment for an instant for 3. It's a great card. Let's go ahead and put the swamp in. There's nothing that can be helped with landfall. We could put this in. We could scry, or we could put in Malakir Coldblade. We probably want to go ahead and get this guy in so he's no longer summoning sick. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. And next turn, we could actually put him behind the scenes, and then he can't be blocked. That seems pretty good. Okay, you've got 4 land. You are playing... Oh my god. A Flying Haste 4/9. If a source would deal damage to you, it deals double that damage to you instead. Oh my god. If a source would deal damage to Gold Knight Castigator, it deals double that damage to Gold Knight Castigator instead. Okay. So, having a 4/9 Flying Haste for 4 is good. But the trade-off is, now Avacyn takes double damage. Wow. I'm not sure I would even want that card around. Although red is reckless and fun. Woo! Let the feathers fly, I guess. It has haste. I can't stop it. It's coming. And 4 damage is a lot more damage than I can do right now, so I need to be careful. I can obviously destroy it, but... Alright, so I drew a Bygone Bishop. We've seen this before. It's a 2/3 flyer. Whenever you cast a creature spell with converted mana cost 3 or less, you get to investigate. That's really great. You know, that's helpful. Behind the scenes would be really good because... Our creatures can't be blocked with creatures with greater power. So nothing could stop our guys. I honestly... This sounds terrible, but I kind of want this guy around. I can't let it stay around too long or I'll die. But the fact that I can deal double damage to Avacyn is good. That seems really good. The question is, what can I do? Because I'm only going to survive like 3 to 4 turns currently. So I can always end it. I can always mortify that thing. But the question is, what am I going to do to try and benefit myself in that time? Now, I can swing here. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies for the 1/1 counter. So even whenever I kill that thing with like Mortify or whatever, then I can even benefit from that too. Creature spell. Let's see, what other creature spells do I have? Apparently I don't have any, so this ability isn't particularly helpful to me. I'm thinking behind the scenes. I don't need it right this second, but it could be very, very useful. Also, being able to draw some cards would be useful. I don't want to lose 2 life, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. I think reading the bones makes the most sense. Let's scry. Maybe there's something in our deck that can help us. Another Mortify. That's really good. And this is a Nearheath Chaplain. 3/1 lifelink. Pay 3 and exile it from the graveyard to put 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Activate this ability only anytime you would cast a sorcery. So once it dies, we can actually get some added bonus from it. Okay, the question is, what do I want to do next? The other thing is that neither of those things are land. We've got 3 land, and that's all we have. That could pose a problem. Because we want to be able to play things like the Sengir Vampire. And we currently can't do that. So that's... I would really like to get that in because... That's a big help. I have a feeling what's going to end up happening is, since we haven't had enough time to really build up our attack, our offensive against Avacyn, we're almost certainly going to have to mortify that thing, which kind of sucks, because I really wanted to be able to use its bonus, but I also don't want to lose. Having a second mortify would be really great. Absolutely. And that thing seems really good too, a 3/1 lifelink? Yeah. Which one do I want first, though? I already have a Mortify, so I'll take that first and that second. Once again, I don't have a land. So, kind of bad. Oh wait, I get to draw them immediately. I'm an idiot. I forgot. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be my next 2 turns. No, I get to draw them all immediately. That's great. That's good. That's a good thing. I'm going to attack because I get to do double damage while that thing's in play. No blockers. There we go. Now I need to double check. Is that thing an angel? It is an angel. So if she chooses to crack open that artifact she has, she does gain 5 life. Gross. Obviously, this thing is going to keep coming. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill it. I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to kill that thing, because if I don't, it's going to do way too much damage too quickly. I'm already at 9, and Avacyn has 18, and that's bad. What'd I draw? Doesn't matter, because I don't have the land to play it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this sucks. It really does. But, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to kill that thing. Darn it. I'm just double checking to see if there's any other way. No. That can delay the inevitable. But that doesn't help me. I could put it out, take 4 more damage next turn, and then I could swing for quite a bit in the air. Like, I could swing for 2, which is actually 4, but even then, is it even worth all that trouble and losing all that life? I'm not so sure it is. I think it might be easier just to mortify this. Now, obviously, we don't want to do that yet. We want to attack first, because we're going to get the double damage. But then, we're going to probably mortify that thing. So let's attack. There we go. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't have mattered. Because I'm doing 2, but if I would have mortified it, I would have got a counter. So, it doesn't matter. Or, could I have rigged that in such a way where I did... Huh. Now I'm wondering, if I would have attacked and then used Mortify to destroy the creature... No, because then it would have been dead. Alright, I don't think I could have had both. You can't have both great things. Alright, now once again, I've been talking about mortifying this thing, and now I'm like, well, I could go to 5 life. But I really can't afford it. If there's another haste guy, I could be dead. I really can't risk that right now. Alright, buddy, sorry. Mortify. That's done, and I get a counter. This is not the best board position, but I really love the cards in my hand. I really do. You know what's really confusing? Holy crap. I don't understand. This would have been instant speed. They weren't tapped out. Why didn't they use this in response to me mortifying the angel? Then they could have gained 5 life. That was really dumb, but whatever. Okay, it's strange. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control plains or swamp. I do, so I can put that in. Anything benefit from life gain? I don't believe so. No, it doesn't. So let's go ahead and put this in. So now I can finally cast all of my cards, except for the Sengir. Can't cast Sengir yet. Gotta decide how I want this to go. This is a 4/4. Pay 1, discard a card, transform Elusive Tormentor. Becomes weird. Hexproof, indestructible, 0/1. Can't block, it can't be blocked. Whenever Insidious Mist attacks and isn't blocked, you may pay 3 if you do transform it. Okay. But why? This seems good. A 4/4, sure. But then you can... I guess it's just if you need something that can get through and is indestructible. I guess that's it. And I would say that you can, I guess you can attach stuff to it. Pretty sure hexproof just means that the opponents can't do that. Creature can be chosen to target, okay, by an opponent. So yeah, you can attach stuff to this, and then it would be good, but otherwise, it's good to keep it as a 4/4. That doesn't answer my question, though. What am I doing? That would be lifelink, which wouldn't be a bad idea at the moment, because then I could start gaining some life back. while there's no one out on the field, but then also there's going to be someone out on that field soon, right? Like, that's definitely going to happen. There's going to be someone coming down the pipeline here. Let's do this. Especially because I still have the behind-the-scenes enchantment, which gives everybody Skulk. I'm not real concerned right now. Let's swing for 2. Down to 14. Oh, here it comes. What's this? Puncturing Light. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature with power 3 or less. Okay, thanks, Pawn Scum. Awesome. And then there was 1. Sure, if that's the way you want to play. Damage is not dealt, because nothing ever happened. Alright. On to Avacyn's turn. I'm a little concerned, but not greatly concerned. Another Evolving Wilds, like you need 7 land. Unless you do. And if you do, then I'm quite frightened. You've decided to add another Plains. You only got 2 cards. Oh, you didn't do anything. Oh, I am feeling good about that. Let's put another Plains in. Can finally get Sengir out. That feels good. There's so many options, and they're all fine. Let's do this. Let's do this. This seems like a pretty good option right now. 4/4 flyer. Go ahead and swing here. If you're going to stop me, do it now. Because I will definitely take the 3 health. I'm lifelink, and that's helpful. And if I die, I get 2 1/1 white creatures. Well, I have to pay for them from the graveyard, but still. Oh god. Inner Struggle. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Oh. Wow. 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 You don't have anything, do you? You don't have anything. You got mana flooded, Avacyn. It's over. You better draw something amazing, because my hand is awesome. That's what happened. Avacyn's been biding her time, and her hand has been full of all of this removal, so that's what she's been doing. It doesn't matter, though. I've got her right where I want her. Death Grasp. Deals X damage to target creature or player, and you gain X life. I'll hold on to that. That could be helpful in a bit. So I'm a little frustrated, but that's okay. I'm going to put the 4/4 out. Yeah, Avacyn's toast. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad for her. So now I'm going to swing for 3 and gain 3 more life. And I think for the first time of the game, maybe I have more life than Avacyn. Seems good, seems good. I gained that, so it's 10 to 15. Second main, still don't have anything I want to do. It's allowing me to transform that guy, and it doesn't make sense right now. Oh my god, you are so mana flooded. This is sad. I actually feel bad. But then another Plains. God, I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to put in Bygone Bishop. And then, going to move to the attack step. And you know what? I don't often do this. But I think that I may toy around with Avacyn for a little bit. Because this is kind of sad. Avacyn, I'm sure, has a great deck, but we've dealt with every single thing she threw at us to the point where she had nothing left but land. Now she's got 9 land. You could play anything that comes along, but it's not going to help you. It's just not. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and get this out on the field as well. Now all of my creatures have Skulk. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gotta have a bomb here. Because I could kill you anytime I want. It was a land. Really? Okay. Really surprised that she never used this earlier. That was strange. But she could at least use it now to draw a card. You know, that would help. That would absolutely help. Okay, I've got another swamp. I can transform this guy, but there's no point in doing that. Okay, I'm going to continue. And I'm going to hit you with my 2. Yeah, that's only 2 damage. There you go, down to 1. So, I'm toying with Avacyn right now, but I gotta admit, the reason for that is I'm curious. Obviously, this was a final boss battle. There's gotta be something crazy in here. I'd like to see it. I'm in no danger. I'm in no danger whatsoever. I've got plenty of life. They're not gonna kill me in one hit. I've got Mortify. I've got Death Grasp to end it. Huh, I got another Mortify. Yeah, let's just chill. Let's just chill. Skip the attack step. I want to see what's in your deck, Avacyn. I've already won. This is over. There's no chance that I know of you just suddenly gaining control of the game. Still nothing. Wow. Okay. Put that in. Now I have a lot of land too. Aw, we're land buddies. Not gonna swing. Everything's fine. This just goes to show how amazing Sorin is, I suppose. Sorin swooped in and was like, Avacyn, don't you do that. And Avacyn's like, oh, okay, sorry. But I have all this land. I have all this power, but I forget how to attack. Here's something. Angel of oh god. Angel of Deliverance, a flying 6/6. Whenever Angel of Deliverance deals damage, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, exile target creature and opponent controls. That's nasty. Wow. Wow. That's really nasty. In response... In response, I'll kill it. That was cool, though. That was really neat. That's cool that you had a cool thing. That's really cool. Did I mention I have Mortify? It works really well. Okay, I'm just going to put another Plains in. Continue. Poor Avacyn. Like, this, I've talked about this before, because throughout Magic Duels Let's Play, we have toyed with opponents occasionally. Normally, the AI has got it under control, and this sort of thing doesn't happen, but occasionally it does. But I do make a note to let people know that you don't do this in real life. You don't. Because that is probably one of the rudest things you could do. I mean, if you can end the game, end it. Generally, if someone is toying with you, you can just scoop and just say, I'm done. Flameblade Angel. It's a 4/4 flyer. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to you or a permanent you control, you may have Flameblade Angel deal 1 damage to that source's controller. Okay, so it's kind of like a Harm's Way from back in the day. You may have deal 1 damage to that. Okay, neat. I mean, it's gonna die, but it's still really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna actually mortify that. Sorry. Now, to be honest, I can't really fool around too much longer. Oh, it's one of these things again. Oh, how cute! It's a 4/2 first strike. That's great. That's really great. It's really cute. It's really cute. Okay. I gotta admit, I'm kind of feeling like what I may need to do at this point is just Death Grasp it. Avacyn is starting to build up a hand again, and that does concern me a little bit, because if I go to do something and she does manage to block it in some way, or she's got some sort of card that stops all damage, or God forbid she had like a Day of Judgment, things could get difficult really quick. So just in case, I think now is a good time to go ahead and put her out of her misery. 8 damage. That's it. And of course it's it, because she had 1 free untapped land. Sorin wins. So I'm really curious how this is all going to end. Many years after creating Avacyn to maintain the balance between humans and the supernatural, Sorin is forced to unmake his corrupted guardian. Head bowed with painful regret, he looks away as he dissipates his progeny into an ashen cloud. With Avacyn's destruction, the last of Sorin's magical protections woven over Innistrad is broken. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. We did it! We beat Shadows over Innistrad! Honestly, that was a really fun DLC. The battles were fun. The little surprise at the end was fantastic because it was like, oh, you thought that there was 5, now there's actually 6. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I kind of wish that the last battle would have been, just a hair bit more interesting. She got completely mana flooded, which is unfortunate. But we did well. We did well. At the beginning, I thought she was going to be okay, and then things started to change. I was like, she's not playing anything. But also, she made a lot of bad choices. When her angel died, she should have, in response, used her enchantment and gained 5 more life. Maybe would that have been the difference between life and death for her? Probably not. But it would have helped. Really confused why she didn't do that. Anyway, that's it for this week. Next week, we get started on the next set, which is Eldritch Moon. You excited? I know I am. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for more Stephen Plays Friday Night Magic.